Hello everyone, Kezavern here today, and I'm going to be going over some quick house decoration tips, and then looking at some other houses with my kiddos. Alright, so the first thing is you have to understand which items you can use for house decoration, as in what you can use to put things on walls, or manipulate how high you want something to be. And so there's lots of items for that. I'll get into more of styling a house later. But this sheep sofa is something I've kept for a while, because what I can do with it is I can take something like any of these eco items and I can put them on top of it. And then move them around. And so that is how I've gotten pretty much all of my eco items hidden away up here. Because I just don't need them to be visible to people, and so I have one eco item that's accessible and I can collect points from that one, and then everything else I can just shove up here and no one really needs to see it, because if you're not in the editor for the den, the maximum camera height for the den will never allow that to be seen. So it's a good way to kind of hide away items that you might want to have in your den but you might not want other people to see. Also, this trick here is also how I have all of my shelves. So I just have this mossy wall stuff, which is supposed to be like a kind of a makeshift wallpaper thing, which is weird because the game has wallpapers in it, but I use them as shelves because they're a nice wooden color. They also come in other colors, but yeah, so you do that, and then of course you take that away, and then you can also place, let's see here, put that there, and we'll just throw something random up here. And yeah, that right there is how I have a whole shelving system with fossils and all kinds of stuff on it down here. So yeah, I have this whole like display case area down here with all the wooden shelves and fossils. And you can also do other fun stuff, like this chair is on its kind of on its side or on its back, and so it creates a platform for the pet, which kind of fits my gold and brown pirate theme. And you'll see more. I'm gonna go over with the kids and talk about themes of color in dens, because it's good to have a certain color theme, but we'll just go ahead and get into that now. Anyways, I just thought this den was a good example of decorating well with a bunch of small items.
Look at his little animal statue thing.
Well, I found like a parrot, a wing.
Daddy, go there. See, he looks cool.
Yeah.
Joe, I thought I gotta buy that. No, Anthony. No.
Don't just buy everything out of the shops yet again. That's how you always end up with 0 sapphires all the time.
I'm not gonna buy one.
Oh, just one thing?
I had my memory, though I can't buy 2.
No, don't do that, kid.
Daddy.
I can find you a cheaper one, don't worry. What's up?
Daddy, this oven is yucky.
Which oven?
The yucky one.
The yucky one?
Because it's made out of a potted plant that has
It kind of looks like it.
well, that water smells like a skunk's butt.
Wow.
Because
That's
I look at
not
me,
appropriate.
I'm a no eater. Because I look at me.
Especially since you can't actually smell anything.
That's a joke.
Alright.
Well, I'm
Let's
gonna
move
go do that photo, Davey. Everyone, go do that photo.
Which one? We could go.
That one. Oh, the bottle has the element of a whoosh.
The element of what?
A whoosh.
A whoosh?
Not a whoosh. A loose. A loose. A loose. Whoa, look. The dragons of the period moon.
Oh yeah. There's some neat waterfall features behind it. And see, what's good here is they stuck with a specific color thing, kind of a black and purple. It always helps your den if you have a color palette to it. So my den is kind of brown and gold, whereas this one is black.
Why did I dot it all the way
Black
up
purple
here?
with brown too.
Whoa, I did dot it the lemon and a pool when I went dot it all the way up here. Why did I dot it?
Wait, there's a dinosaur in a pool? What are you talking about?
When you go up here
I don't see a dinosaur.
and move around, you do. That is interesting. I know
Where?
you did it.
There's no dinosaur in the pool.
I did dot it.
You're seeing things good.
You're saying nonsense.
You are silly. What else?
If anyone's silly here, it's you. I think you're just seeing the falling stars. There's nothing in the actual lake.
No, what? Do no dinosaur. What?
There's gotta be a dinosaur.
If we do not, I don't remember.
No.
Without that.
Oh, you're right. There is a dinosaur. Huh. I never noticed it before.
I told you, weirdo.
Okay, you were right. There's a dinosaur in there. You learn something every day. I did run around with the kiddos a bit more, but they're clearly very easily distracted. I'd just like to point out the vertical axis in this game can be kind of exaggerated or used in various ways. You can see here this person used a series of ladders to make a whole nother platform way above their den to get like a bird's eye view of it. And this can be a really useful trick if you're looking to add like a second story or level to a smaller den, or if you just want to create a platform up high for some reason. It is possible. It's difficult. You have to mess with kind of your camera angles and the angle at which you're placing items in the den. But it can be done. As you can see, you can make this huge thing up here. A better example is in this den over here, where there is actually a whole like little loft section. And I've seen this done just a few times, but you can actually get it done really well. I'm not sure what platform this item is they used, but I think it looks really nice. And of course the rest of the den here is also very well done. And it follows kind of a specific theme. Like I've been talking about, you can have, certain colors or a certain theme for your whole den. And you can also make your whole den kind of tell a story instead of follow a color scheme. So this next den, it's funny. It's built on like a Halloween haunted den type theme, but they didn't follow that at all. Instead, they made it something completely different. So this den tells the story of like a schoolyard. And so you have the classroom, you have a cafeteria, science area, you have a basketball court, a painting area. And it's very clear what all these areas are and what you would use them for. And it's just a very good use of items to show, if you're going to make this like a role play area. And it just kind of works. If you can figure out how to create, all these specific areas within your den using items and placing them the correct way, you can turn, as you can see, pretty much any den into whatever story you want it to portray. And a lot of dens have very large open areas in them, and that's mainly because when they make these dens, they have to consider, some people are going to have a lot of pet sitters, or they want to have a garden like this or something. So they do have these open spaces. You can also, like in this next den, create room division for decoration purposes using certain items. So here they've used, the bookshelves, and they've created a whole bedroom up in this loft. And I've seen this done with the shelves in a few places. You can also go down here. There's ways you can do different flooring options. So you do have the wallpaper and the floor pattern you can apply to your dens, but on top of that you can also put down, large enough items like rugs of some type to create an actual different flooring type. So the kitchen here is, it's clear that that's a kitchen area with a kitchen floor. So it's just some really good decoration ideas. As you look around, you can observe what other people have done and take some of their ideas and make them your own, and there's nothing really wrong with that. Chances are they probably borrowed the idea you're seeing from someone else, and they probably borrowed that decoration idea from someone else and someone else and someone else. So that's just kind of the way it works, and it's not like these design ideas are belonging to any one person. So don't be afraid to take something you see and try to remake it in your own way. There's just how it works with all art and design. Anyways, that is about it for this. I think that covers most of the house decoration topic. As always, if you guys have any comments or questions about this, you can feel free to leave them. Also, if you want to be entered in the alpha item roll, go ahead and leave a comment for that with your username. One of the first 6 people to comment the right way will be entered to win an alpha item. I've already given away dozens of those, and I'll keep giving away one with each video, so go ahead and leave that comment. Again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something, and you guys keep on jamming.